Okay, welcome back. This is receiving day 4. We are into the nutrition part of the receiving. Remember, this is our nutrition pyramid. There we go. So yesterday we talked about calories. You need a calorie deficit. Just a quick recap there. Go on the calculators on teambeachbody.com. Create yourself an account. Use your calculator tools to figure out what your caloric needs are. Create a deficit if you're trying to lose weight. Anywhere between 500 to 750 calories, a deficit per day will do it. The next step is, once you establish what your caloric deficit should be, the next one is you want to focus on your macros. So what are macros? Macros are your proteins, fats, and carbs, and they need to be done in that order. Okay, so the general rule of thumb, and like I said, this is a general rule, is that you want to have 1 gram of protein per ideal body weight. So, if you're, my ideal body weight, I'm probably about 175, between 175 and 180. So I should be getting 175 grams of protein per day, ideally. Now, how do you calculate that? You probably want to go. The easiest way to do it, if you want to do this, customize it for yourself and not use a meal planner, which I'm going to talk about later on. Then I would highly suggest that you go out and get MyFitnessPal app for your phone, or you can get it for your computer. And then what you do is you put in the chicken amount or whatever your protein source is, because if you have 175 grams of chicken, doesn't mean it's 175 grams of protein. Each protein source will have a different amount of protein in it. So 4 ounces of chicken and 4 ounces of steak and 4 ounces of pork, each one of them have a different amount of protein per 4 ounces. So you're gonna have to go into one of those apps, figure out how much you want to eat per meal, and then figure out how much, once we go through everything, figure out how much how you want to structure it, and then you're going to have to put in your protein source, and then figure out if that's the proper amount in there. It's a little confusing, and it is. It's not. Nutrition is not easy, and unfortunately, it comprises a majority of your results. But can it be done? Yes. I did. Following this, I was able to rip down to 171 back in March or April when I finished Less Meals Combat. So the first one is 1 gram of protein per ideal body weight, whatever that is for you. So, and then the next one is fats, and you got to do this in order also. So fats, you want to have half of that. So if 180 was my number, then 95 grams of fat is what I want per day, and that should be healthy fats, obviously, your olive oils and omega-3s, omega-6s, and stuff like that. So fish oil, stuff like that. The last thing is carbs. Carbs is your X factor. After you've completed those two, and whatever's left can be carbs. Now this also ties into the next day, macros. So you want to hold off on calculating what your carbs are going to be needing, because when we talk about macros tomorrow, that will have a play into that also. So the most important things right now is figure out what your protein needs are, and then figure out what your fat needs are per day, and then get that app, and you can start structuring your diet around that. Okay?